Hey gang, welcome to Writing the Lights Out. My name is P.T. Hylton. Let's talk writing. So today I want to talk a little bit about audiobooks, and more specifically why I think it's a good idea for writers to listen to audiobooks. I've been going through a little bit of a resurgence of love of audiobooks myself. I've been listening to the Wayward Pines series by Blake Crouch, as well as Chuck Wendig's dystopian kind of future novel, Under an Empyrean Sky. Both writers I like a lot. I've read their stuff before, always dug it, but audiobooks are helping me appreciate it in kind of a new way, and I'll explain that in a moment. One thing I've always loved about audiobooks is that, there's so much time in our lives that that our mind maybe isn't occupied, but that we can't really listen or can't really read books, right? If we're working out, if we're driving in the car, if we're shopping at the store, hopefully in those times you're not reading your page-turning books. But you could be listening to an audiobook, and I've always dug that. The problem I've always had with audiobooks is that, when I'm reading a book and I start really getting into a story and I'm in the hands of a master storyteller and I just get sucked into the story, I start reading faster, turning pages faster, and it just goes faster. With an audiobook, you're kind of at the mercy of the narrator. You don't have the option of going faster. Yeah, technically you could turn up the speed, but that's weird. I don't recommend that. That's been my problem with audiobooks, but recently I kind of had a little bit of an epiphany, which is kind of maybe that's not such a bad thing. What I mean is when I'm in the hands of that master storyteller and I'm just sucked deep into the story, all I can see is the world of the story, and I don't even realize that I'm reading a book. It's just me and the story, and that's it. I'm not thinking about, what is the author doing? What are they doing that's so effective? So I'm missing out on some really interesting writing lessons. Maybe they're getting into my head subconsciously, but I'm not thinking about how can I apply these. The awesome thing about audiobooks is, even though, since it's going a little bit slower, even though I'm still really invested in the story, a little bit of my mind is able to kind of dedicate itself to thinking, ooh, that was a great turn of phrase, or oh, I love that character detail, or what are they doing that's sucking me in so well? What is this author doing? I've kind of come to some really cool conclusions because of that this week, listening to those masterful writers' works. It's been very helpful for me. Maybe give it a try. Maybe you'll learn some cool writing lessons from it too. That's going to do it for me this week. Head over to pthylton.com. Lots of new and cool stuff going up there. Trying to get 2 to 3 posts a week on there. I will talk to you next week. In the meantime, keep writing the lights out.